Everything looks good on there. Am I in frame? Hi. Can you put the headphones in and make sure that I'm coming across? Yeah, I think when I tested it, it was fine. Hello, hello, welcome. Yeah, I figure. But it might be just on there because it's louder in the headphones than it is on the thing. Yeah. I think that I'm testing right here. I'm hearing it here. Yeah, on stream. But hold on, test, 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 hold on. You need to push me up. Yeah. Oh wait, no, put it back where it was. I just want to make sure. Oh, one thing we might have to test. Also, be aware this is a condenser. You're on mic now, so I need to double check. Not the properties, the filters. Yep, thought so. Perfect. All right, yeah, because I noticed a small delay. All right, we should be good. All right. Yeah. The stream, I'm going to turn the volume down, but that way I can kind of see what's happening and make sure that everything's in frame. All right. Yep, looks pretty good. Thank you. Shout out to Cameron in the producer booth at the moment. He's gonna go back to his game. He just make sure he watches his language, keeps the clacking down to a minimum. Thank you. Oh, that's fun. This is gonna be a short stream. Welcome. Let me make sure I'm in frame. I'm pushing my butt down. Waiting for this to catch up in a second. I did mise en place most, not the liquids. So today I am going to be starting what I'm hoping might be, I want to get back into my baking. Back at the start of the pandemic, I got a little more into baking, and hopefully this will inspire me to purchase those baking racks I want. But I went ahead. Claire Saffitz has been my inspiration for cooking. She is very fun to watch, very knowledgeable, and literally everything I do comes from her. I base my entire baking identity around her. So we're gonna try her recipe again. I've tried this recipe once. We're doing very basic chocolate chip cookies. I bought the recipe, the cookbook on Amazon, so it's pretty awesome. It's a great cookbook. It comes with, and for anybody wondering, you don't even need the cookbook. If you want to see cool recipes by her, go to her YouTube channel. They're all pretty much there. Like if we're being honest, and she puts the recipes in the description. It's great. You don't even have to like really purchase anything to get started with one of her recipes. And she walks you through it. It's great. So I watched the episode already. I've made these cookies. Try again. My goal is to get through as many of these different types of recipes as possible. She has all sorts of bars, cookies. There's a really good cookie that I think Cameron will like. Cinnamon sugar palmiers. Palmiers. Foundation recipes, which is just basically like things that you can use all the time. It's great. That's like a recipe. But like the crust and like the basic staples are very short. Um, call me an hour. Loaded cornbread are 1 in an hour. Rocco almond. So I'm gonna try to get before I burn out and sad about my weight. I already am. But I figure if I'm sad about my weight, I might as well. Bad joke. Unhealthy mindset, absolutely. But I'm excited for these. Last time I had them, I'm on a mission to find the best chocolate chip. So far, really good. I have another cookie recipe that I really like that makes a doughy cookie. But I like the perfect crunch, soft side. I highly recommend watching chocolate. Now, gotta find my way back to the recipe. So I pretty much prepared everything. All the dry ingredients have already been portioned. Are what we're going for visual reference. I hope that's clear. And yeah, I'm gonna have this behind me. We're fancy people. We have an iPad in the kitchen, but we're also for kind who don't have like a nice stand. It's just kind of on a free-floating charger one. It's also not an iPad bought specifically for the kitchen. It's the hand-me-down iPad after we bought a new iPad to replace this iPad. Yeah, it's just a hand-me-down iPad. And we just didn't want to get rid of it yet. It's still pretty good. It's still super usable. So why get rid of it? All right, and now I don't have to worry about cookbooks, which is a really good thing. When I realized, I was like, I could probably buy this on a Kindle and just put it on the kitchen iPad. And now I have cookbooks here and I don't have to have this whole recipe binder. I didn't consider Apple Books. Also, I had a $25 gift to Amazon. Little LaCroix for courage. All right. Here we go. I guess I'll move it up here. There's no reason to have it behind me at the moment. I'm not by the oven. So, the first thing this says is it's a fascinating recipe to develop because every single ingredient has distinct impact on the outcome. If you change one thing, you change the final cookie. It's about achieving the right proportions. This is a recipe I've tweaked with over several years to get everything I want in my chocolate chip cookie. If I could recipe develop, I would love to because I want to make the best chocolate chip cookie ever, but I'm not skilled enough, smart enough, or patient enough. So I trust Claire. Because why wouldn't I? So things that we need: 2 sticks unsalted butter, 2 tablespoons heavy cream, half and half, or whole milk. I'm going to be using heavy cream. 2 cups all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons Diamond Crystal kosher salt. It's a specific salt, all right? If you're a fan of Claire, you know Crystal, all right? Diamond Crystal, not Morton's. Morton's is trash. JK, it's fine, but I think there's some kind of conversion you have to do. She doesn't cook with Morton's, and she says it's more salty or less salt. I can't remember. I think you half. Yeah, I think she recommends you half the amount. So if you're using Morton's, it would be 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon baking soda. Where is he? Oh, he's in stream mode. 1 teaspoon baking soda, 3/4 cup packed dark brown sugar, 3/4 cup granulated sugar, 2 eggs, cold, which is unique because a lot of recipes require room temperature eggs. This is why I like this one. Everything is supposed to stay cold. It develops something somehow, some way, and it's great. Yeah. Shopping. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. So the first thing we're gonna do. Oh, this is why this recipe is delicious. The main reason this recipe is amazing. we are going to be, and I'm sorry, this is probably really loud because this mic picks up everything. We're going to be browning butter, y'all. For this saucepan, all right? We're going to get 4 ounces of butter cut into tablespoons. We are going to set aside in a large bowl. In a small saucepan, cook the remaining, say we take 4 ounces, set it aside, cook the remaining 4. Over medium-low heat, stirring frequently until butter comes to a boil. Continue to cook, scraping the bottom and sides of the pan constantly with a heat-proof spatula until butter sputters, foams, and eventually you see brown bits floating about 5 to 7 minutes. Add the brown butter to the bowl with the other butter, making sure you scrape in all the brown bits. Then add the heavy cream, no need to stir. So, easy. We're gonna have 2 bowls, dry ingredients, wet ingredients. It's gonna be great. So, we're gonna heat this pan up right now on medium high. I'm going to go in. I'm not saying that I bought Kerrygold because she uses Kerrygold, but I now stock exclusively Kerrygold butter. It's more expensive, but Claire Saffitz uses it, therefore I use it. So, I need 8 ounces. This is 4. This is 4. Perfect. 2 sticks. We're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and cut one of these into tablespoons and dump it in. The other one we are going to cut into tablespoons and put in a bowl. Let's go ahead and get those bowls ready. So I'm going to use a glass bowl, that way we can see everything happening. And I'll use this one for dry. All right. So, first things first, we're going to chop this butter. Let's go get a knife. No, I don't need a knife that big. Ooh, that's the other thing I want to get, Cam, by the way. I want to invest in some nice knives. I'm not a cult member. Sorry that you're just wrong and Claire Saffitz does everything better than you. Deal with it. Wish you could bake like Claire. All right, let's start dumping this in there. All right. Butter is melting. We're gonna cut the other one, dump it into this bowl. So the brown butter is where a lot of the flavor comes from. Brown butter makes every single recipe better. It's a little, convoluted. You got a brown butter, but it's worth it. I 100% agree that this is an amazing addition to this recipe. All right. Not mine. How does everything look, Cam? We're in a professional studio now, aka I have a bunch of devices that have cameras. Oh, there's my towel. I'm a real chef like Claire. We don't waste paper products if necessary or plastic. Reusable. Responsible cooking, it's fine. Whoop. Don't cover the mic. All right, so I'll let this go for a minute. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get the bigger knife because I need to chop some chocolate. So I have my heat-proof spatula. Let's see, where's the one? I want the Giant branded one. Giant, will you sponsor me? I do all my shopping there. Please. Love of God, Giant. So I am just constantly stirring. Am I in frame, Kim? So I'm in frame. So yeah, just constantly stir. The butter's gonna melt. You're gonna see all the water evaporate. That's why it's gonna start foaming. You're gonna get this like nice little froth on the top. And you're just gonna let it go through the stages of browning. It's gonna be great. So while that's going, I should be keeping a better eye on it. But I'm an irresponsible chef, which is why my stuff will never be as good as Claire. I mean, one of many reasons why, but it is a reason. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start coarsely chopping. Is this ASMR? Is this bad audio? Do we not like this? So we're just looking to get these things nice and chopped. We're gonna check back here on the butter. Mine is nice and frothy, it's foamy. It's still yellow. Still very much yellow. You can see all the water coming off, evaporating off the top. Really just getting those, what is it? What does she say, milk solids? I don't know. I don't know the chemistry of baking like I feel like I should. Because I want to be a baker better, like way more. I just listen to other bakers, know the chemistry and the science, and I half-assedly repeat what they say. All right. Kim, you're going to be excited. I'm going to start getting into those savory breads. Oof, game over. Remember when we bought special flour so we could make sourdough? Remember that, Kim? And then Cameron never followed up. Cameron was the one who wanted to make sourdough to begin with. Everybody around us was learning how to make sourdough. And we're sitting here with all the materials with our, tail between our legs or whatever appropriate metaphor, whatever. All right, this is looking good. It's looking nice and chopped. Butter is in bueno. We don't want it to burn. Very big, important part. Not let your butter burn. All right. Yep. We got a lot of foamy. That's good. It's starting to change. Forget to scrape down the sides. Make sure this thing around. Starting to come. I will show you guys the color that I'm getting. Whether or not it's right is up for debate, but at least I'll show you what I'm getting. So I've learned in the kitchen, ever since having a dog, so I used to never really worry about messes, not gonna lie. Vacuum, we'd clean, we'd wipe surfaces, but I wasn't really concerned when the stray thing fell off the counter. Now cooking, it's very stressful that something Pascal is not able to eat will fall off while I'm cooking. That's why I have this thing pushed further up the counter than I normally would. I'm leaning more over the counter is because I'm afraid chocolate's gonna fall off and then he's gonna get it and then I'm gonna have a chocolate poisoned puppy. Ooh, mine is definitely getting gold. I probably let some of it burn because I wasn't paying attention. It's okay. It's getting that deep color. Kim, you want to come give me a look? You're gonna come be on stream? Come here. Chat. We're gonna bring in Cameron. Gonna tell me if my butter looks like it's browned enough. I just want you to see the color.
What's the brown butter?
You just dropped chocolate.
4 ounces of butter. It smells like brown butter.
Look at it. I'm pretty sure this is pretty brown. Look at those bits. What?
Butter is brown.
See those brown bits floating? All right, so I'm gonna show everybody what I have, what I'm working with right now. So this is my browned butter.
About 5 to 7 minutes.
See all that foam? You see all those bits? You see all that dark coloring? That's what we're looking for. So we are going to add it to the bowl with the other butter, making sure you scrape down the brown bits and add heavy cream. No need to stir, set aside. All right. Here we go. We're gonna pour all this in here. Gonna melt down. We're gonna get all those bits. Those brown butter bits are what you want. It has little packs of flavor. It looks weird, but trust me, it is delicious. I don't think I took it to burning. I'm pretty actually happy with that. Not gonna lie. All right, that's awesome. Next, I'm gonna mise en place this. To get it off my chopping block. Don't do this at home, y'all. I'm very irresponsible with a knife. I have a lot of scars to prove it. Almost cut my pinky off when I was in Boy Scouts. Legit fact, like it was dangling. Cameron forced me to cut myself. Bad boyfriend. Yep, he sprayed me with a bottle of water, right? There was a bottle of water he had with a hole in it, and he sprayed me with it. So what am I gonna do? Obviously, go get a bottle of water, poke a hole in it, and spray him back, because that's what you do. And it led to me stabbing a bottle of water with my hand underneath it, because I'm an idiot, and stabbed myself. But my idiocracy is not the culprit of the injury. The culprit, Cameron Higgins. All right, we got coarsely chopped chocolate. Chocolate! I'm actually gonna get a couple extra squares, but first, let's do this. 2 tablespoons heavy cream. So let's go with the oldest. I keep heavy whipping cream in here at all times, and I'll probably whip the excess into some whipped cream, just because I'd rather do that. Did we clean out the old whipped cream that I made that I didn't use? No. Well, then I'll clean that out. I figure basically, once I open one of these, I'm pretty much done with it because it's good for like 7 days. So usually now my goal is to try to whip it together into whipped cream, so at least I have something I can use for a little longer. So I'll probably do that at the end. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll keep it waiting a couple days or so. But I have another baking bar here. This one was opened, which is good. I only need 2 squares. All right, let's coarsely chop this bad boy, and then we'll get on to the dark chocolate. Then we'll get on to dry ingredients. All right. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, is to keep my hand away from the knife, because like I've mentioned, I don't have the greatest track record. Know your own skill set, all right? Don't do anything that's out of your comfort zone without supervision. Even if it's in your comfort zone, have supervision. That's why I have a medic on standby. Cameron? Medic? I have Pascal on standby. He'll lick all my wounds. Boom. I'm gonna push all this goodness up so it fall off the counter. There we go. Coarsely chopped chocolate. Now we're going to go in, coarsely chop our dark chocolate wafers. Oh, only half coarsely chopped. Perfect. Okay, so I didn't fully do it. Thank the Lord. So what I'm gonna do here, actually, y'all. So it's I have 5 ounces total, right? So we're gonna measure out 2.5. Get a kitchen scale, y'all, if you don't have one. Baking is science. It is an exact measurement. I have 2.5. That is 2.5. There we go. Good to go. Now we coarsely chop half. I was supposed to keep some of the milk chocolate discs intact, but I don't have any regular, so I just coarsely chopped it all. Not that worried about it. The discs are good because you want to keep some unchopped because they will melt out, which is nice. To like a nice little blob of chocolate, which are delicious. All right. Maybe what I should do to start these is do a watch along of her version and then do my version afterwards. She has so many videos already up on all these different recipes, so I highly recommend going and watching those. At least you can see what it's supposed to look like. That's my biggest issue with internet recipes is like sometimes they'll have a couple pictures or whatever, but they don't tell you what's wrong or what's to look for. They're just like, oh, don't burn the butter, right? Like, what does burned butter look like? What am I expecting not to see? And so she very much shows you what it's supposed to look like. She gives you exactly what you're looking for, smells, sights, etc., warning signs. Highly recommend. All right. So now we have mise en place, pretty much everything. The only thing left is vanilla extract. All right. Cool. Pretty much done with the cutting board, so I guess I can move it. We're gonna wash our hands again. Always wash. All right. Hands washed. We don't need these anymore. Going in the sink for Cameron to clean later. All right. So next, we're gonna mix dry ingredients. I'm gonna push this up a little bit. I have a bowl. And in this bowl, we're going to whisk together flour, salt, baking soda. So I have 2 cups flour. We use unbleached King Arthur's all-purpose. I have my diamond crystal salt. I believe it's 2. And we're just gonna whisk it together. I'm weird about whisking. I always feel like I need to whisk a lot more than I feel like you have to. All right, now. We're just mixing. I need to get more whisk. I want a better whisk. I don't like either one of the, I like this whisk the best, but I'm not a big fan of it. Where did you even get this whisk? I don't like the other whisk we have, that thick one. I'm sure there's a reason to have one with wires as thick as it, but it annoys me. All right. I feel like that's enough for 3 ingredients. Right? So we're gonna check this bowl. It can be warm, we just don't want it to be hot. It feels good. All right, we're gonna set this aside. And we're going to add brown sugar and the granulated sugar. Whisk vigorously until mixture is smooth, thick, about 45 seconds. Since we're going for light and cakey cookie texture, you don't need a mixture that's light and fluffy. We're gonna add eggs and vanilla afterwards. So, about 45 seconds, we're gonna add brown sugar. We're gonna add white sugar. Put these ramekins in bowls and we're gonna reuse. I'm gonna dust off the flour. There we go. Start whisking. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's cookie dough, y'all. That's cookie dough. This is the kind of cookie dough I just want to eat straight. So we're looking for it smooth and thick. Very cautious about sides. I want to make sure all those sugar granules are getting in there. All right, look at that. It's coming together. It's pretty smooth looking. I'm always concerned with sugar because I never know how sugar is supposed to like kind of dissolve. If it's supposed to stay a little gritty, if it's supposed to be completely smooth. Sugar is a weird one for me. All right, so looks pretty smooth, looks pretty thick. We're gonna go ahead and add 2 cold eggs out of the fridge and vanilla. Vanilla is 1 tablespoon. All right, so we're gonna reuse from the heavy cream. I use a more expensive vanilla. It's not crazy. I'm not like good stuff. Darko! This is even cooler than Pokemon. Also, yeah. I'm trying to do some baking. I think I'm going to try to work my way, not all the way through the cookbook, but through, I have Claire Saffitz Dessert Person, and I kind of want to cook through it. But I am using premium quality pure vanilla extract from Morton and Bassett Spices. It's a little more expensive. I feel better using it because it feels fancy. Just make sure you're not using, what's it called? Imitation vanilla. He highly warns against that. I've never used imitation vanilla. I don't know anybody who does. I don't know if there's like a health reason you would use it or what, but if you can use something different. All right, so there's our vanilla. We're gonna do our eggs. 2 large eggs. Don't look inside my messy fridge, please. So, eggs, right? Not supposed to crack it on a surface like that because it can force the shell to go in. Something I've learned from Claire. Look at that. I thought I saw some shell. So I have an eagle eye when it comes to cracking eggs because I am good at it, but also terrible at it. So I'm really good at identifying. Shell gets. I want to be careful. I want to make sure I get that shell out before it mixes with everything else and becomes a part of the cookie. Fishing. Catch an eggshell. Better, but it's say just as hard. There we go. Chris Hansen always caught them pretty easily. You just let him walk right into them. To the room. All right. We're washing again because we just touched egg. Fun fact, I don't know if any of you saw what I just did, but I pinched that yolk and picked it up. You can do that. It's kind of cool. So be careful when you make an egg, when you're cracking these eggs, you know, be vigilant. Want to crack it on a hard surface. Usually they crack it like this. That way the crack is up and the broken pieces aren't going to go in, right? Make sure what's actually ending up in the bowl. All right, we're washing our hands again just to be safe. And we're going to whisk it again until satiny, about 45 seconds. Satiny texture, 45 seconds. Then we're going to add the flour mixture and whisk until a little loose. This is normal. It'll look a little loose. Switch to a flexible spatula to scrape down the bowl, folding and make sure everything's well incorporated. Yep. And we add the chocolate. All right. More mixing. Oh God, this looks amazing. I hope the colors are true on camera. I have all the lights on here, so it should be pretty good. But oh my God. When I tell you this thing looks delicious. I'm like leaning over here to make sure it's in camera view, but it's very difficult. I'm getting a weird forearm workout with this. Look at that texture. Look at that texture. I like that the face cam one shows how much I'm leaning over. All right. I feel like that's 45 seconds and well incorporated, and I'm tired of hearing this bowl jangle right now. So it's gonna be even harder because whisking is gonna be a fucking nightmare once I add this sugar, the flour. So first things first, I'm gonna empty the whisk and re-whisk with that stuff because I want to make sure this has been fully incorporated. Perfect. All right. Taking our flour, baking soda, salt mixture that we made earlier. It's just whisked together. And we're just going to put that right on in there. Cool. And we're gonna whisk until combined, and eventually it's gonna be thick, and we're gonna switch to, be careful when you're mixing flour, by the way, guys. Fold it in really easily first. It will go everywhere if you take this step too fast. Gage, why are you making cookies at 9? What do you mean? Do I need a reason? I'm an adult. I can make cookies at any time I want. Also, I'm making them at 9 because technically I can't bake them today. I mean, I can and I will. I'm gonna bake them tonight, like the uncultured person I am. This recipe is for chilled cookies. She recommends that you chill these in the fridge, I believe, for 12 hours up to 48 hours. But I am not like that, so I'm gonna do a couple, maybe 1 hour, maybe 30 minutes. She wants, basically you need to get a chill on them before you bake them because it recrystallizes the structure or some science nonsense that I don't know, but I fully believe in. Look at how smooth. It is like weirdly smooth. It's not actually as tough as I thought it was. It's so smooth. But yeah, so that's why I'm baking cookies at 9 because technically I'm supposed to wait and then I would bake them in the morning, but I'm gonna actually bake them tonight because I'm impatient. So we're gonna do this, blah, 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 blah. Now, because it's getting a little tough, we're gonna switch to that spatula we used with the brown butter. Since brown butter's in here, it's not gonna hurt us. I'm gonna get all this shit out of here because I want that, that's the good stuff. And we're going to be scraping down the sides of the bowl because you wanna make sure everything gets mixed in, every little bit. Fire warning. Fire warning? There ain't gonna be no fire. We're not using fire. We're not breaking these over open flame. In fact, I'm not gonna be baking them on stream. Like I said, I'm gonna let them cool for about 30 minutes in the fridge. For final results, I will post in the Discord. So if you do want to see the final results, you can check the Discord. I'm gonna probably make a channel for my baking eventually, because I plan on doing this a little more. The recipes are going to be a little more involved. But yeah. As it should. Brown butter smells delicious. But I just figured I would make a video of the process, because I feel like this is kind of fun to do. People might enjoy watching, and could be fun to edit down later into something cool. And compare myself to Claire Saffitz video. We'll see. So, oh my God, look how, it's like pillowy. Like, I don't know the texture. I'd say like, it gives me the texture of like marshmallow fluff, which is kind of gross, but so delicious. Like, Cameron, look at this. You could technically still eat this because there's no chocolate in it yet. But look how pillowy it is. Isn't it delicious looking? Oh my God. Oh, so now, oh, great. We're gonna fold, scrape down the bowl, folding everything in. Add both chocolates, hold this and chop. Mixture combine, set the batter aside to let it firm up slightly. Then we're gonna put it on parchment lined baking sheet. We're gonna basically put it into balls, put them on a baking sheet, cover the sheet, put the sheet in the fridge. If you're baking cookies at night and not watching, it could be bad because it could burn the house down. What? No. We're not putting them in the oven right now. These are going in the fridge before they go in the oven. I'm not falling asleep with cookies in the oven. Trust me, Gage. I am not trying to burn this place down. I need to wake up in the morning. So, we add all the chocolate. Look at that. Oh, those big pieces are gonna be so nice later. You'll see when those pictures aforementioned. Look at this delicious chocolatey mess of cookies. Oh God, this looks so delicious. It's Cameron. Oh my God, it's gonna take all my willpower not to eat this raw. I think there's something about like you don't eat eggs, right? Because like salmonella, but also like, who cares? Salmonella, bleh. It does, yeah. I'm trying to lose weight. You can get sick. I do not recommend that. All right, look at that. We're folding everything in. And now, we simply set it aside. Can't trust Mike at 9 p.m. Sir, it's 9:17. We're way past that. If something was going to happen, it would have happened by now. All right. So this is what we have mixture-wise, all right? We are going to put this to the side, let it firm up. Then use a 2-ounce scoop or 1/4 cup measure. We're going to use a 1/4 cup measure to portion the dough, put it on a parchment-lined baking sheet. So I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to start preparing baking sheets because I'm going to need multiple, trust me. And we'll go from there. Got to do some cleanup. Make sure you clean as you go, or just dump everything in the sink so you don't have to look at it. For anybody wondering, I used Ghirardelli dark chocolate wafers, melting wafers for the discs, and then a Ghirardelli chocolate bar since I don't have milk chocolate discs. So I'm gonna put this back on its stand. Cool. I'm gonna drink more LaCroix. But yeah, this was fun. I really enjoy baking. Very simple stuff mostly. Sometimes cupcakes. Sometimes bigger items. I do tarts a lot. But I want to get better. And I feel like the best way to do that is to bake more. And I feel like if I'm going to bake, I might as well make it content. Because if you're not making content, what are you doing? Just kidding. I just thought it would be fun to kind of watch myself back, see the whole process. All right, so what do? Sheets lay flat, no cutting required. We'll see about that. I will be the judge. Reynolds Kitchen pop-up parchment. Wait, how does this even work, dude? Yeah, okay, so I ripped this whole thing off, right? This whole thing comes off. Cool. Bye. I bought this because I'm tired of cutting parchment paper. It's like the most first world problem, but like also, I don't like doing it. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. We have flat parchment paper. We're gonna put it this way. So we're lining our pans. These are, again, going in the fridge. You're gonna pre-ball them. All right, so you're gonna make balls of dough. You're gonna put them on the sheet. You're going to cover the sheet, and then you're going to put the sheet in the fridge. Seems simple, but not always. What the hell did I just... Oh, well, glad I didn't break it. We are just doing a little bit of cleanup, because the last thing you want to do when you're finishing baking is clean up, so I like to do it now, or at least some of it, so it's less daunting later. Luckily, here at the Mike Rocker 68 household, we are gifted with a dishwasher, which for most of you might be like a normal thing, but not for everybody living in a condo or an apartment. Trust me. Cam lived without one for his first year at his apartment. Oh, 3 years, yeah. And it makes a huge difference. So as soon as I'm done loading this, we're gonna go ahead pre-portion, and then I'm gonna sign off. But how is everybody's night going? I will be back, by the way, I guess I can promo some stuff. I'll be back tomorrow morning, or tomorrow evening, 1 p.m. For the Catan Community Cities and Nights tournament. They're doing a Cities and Nights tournament. It's a fun format of the game. They just released the Cities and Nights expansion online, which is awesome. I played a couple times through the community. Some other people have it. And it's been really, really, really fun to play. So yeah, they're hosting the tournament, and I'm very excited to participate. So I'll be doing qualifiers tomorrow, and finals are on Sunday. So that's 1 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard, for anybody wondering. So translate that as you will, if you're interested in joining. Or you can always watch the VOD after the fact. It will be up at some point afterwards, usually right afterwards. All right, this is all hand wash stuff. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna rinse this out because we're gonna use this to pre-portion. There we go. All right. I feel like that's been a while for them to reshape, get their stuff together. We have our handy dandy scoop. Dishwasher is clear. I'm gonna pull a Cameron, use my monkey feet. Fun fact, half of the stuff Cameron picks up is with his feet. He is very gifted. All right. Oh, these can all go in the dishwasher too. My mise en place bowls. Wait. Oh, this was chocolate. What? What's not practical? All right, we're gonna bring the dough back. Here's what we're gonna do. I'll put the kitchen scale away. Awesome. Now let's get going. So it says we're going to be placing them as close together as possible. We're not baking them, so there's no worry about them forming together. Basically, you're chilling them on this. When you take them out, you can put them in a freezer bag, put them in the freezer for later. That way you have perfectly balled cookies you can bake at will. I did that last time and it was amazing. That way I didn't have like 20 cookies laying around. I could literally pull one out of the freezer and have one cookie that day if I really wanted to waste the energy turning the oven on, and I definitely did. So it's great. I highly recommend. So yeah, you can put them close together because they're not gonna melt out. They're not being baked right now. Hold on, I gotta make sure this is dry so nothing's gonna stick to it. All right. So we're just filling the cup, right? And then putting it on the tray. Look at that. We got one ball. It's pretty easy stuff. Not too complicated. Very easy recipe. And like I said, it's great for multiple days because it's something that you can literally once you've chilled it to the point where it's cold, you put it in the a freezer bag or a freezer safe Ziploc bag, and then you just pull them out as you want them. You don't have to bake them all together, and they're gonna be delicious every time. These are made to be baked. Whoa! Well, she said to put them as close together as possible. I'd say that's pretty close. But yeah, so these are meant to be baked cold, so it's not an issue to have them left over in the freezer. I mean, it's always good to have cookie dough in the freezer anyway, right? There we go. So I'm not probably gonna bake all these tonight. Like I'm gonna do, like I said, bake maybe a couple just to get an idea, and then leave the rest. Let them cool, do different times, see when is the best. Uh-oh. So this right here, not what we want. That is touching. So we're gonna ever so gently just manipulate it a little bit over to its own spot. And this one we're just gonna separate. Look at that, easy. All right. Cameron, when I'm ready to be done, you're gonna go man the production booth, correct? I have to get I'm gonna have to put out for another production assistant because the one I have is not really working for me. If any of you have interest and are in the DC metro area and willing to work for $0, please hit me up. Oh my god, it's so pillowy soft. It's delicious. I don't recommend eating cookie dough because I know people say it makes you sick, but also it's delicious, so do what you will. Not your mom. I really need to work on this. My delivery. There we go. Perfect. And by perfect, I mean, look at the mess. I'm gonna put one more on the sheet and then we're gonna focus on big sheet. Ooh, that one was close. Look at that. Look how close that one got. Cool. But yeah, so this is just a fun hobby. I'm probably gonna look through the recipe book and pick the next thing I wanna do. I'll probably pick a few options. Maybe do a poll in my Discord, see what people would like to see me suffer through first. It's probably gonna be something I'm not as familiar with as the cookies, because I want to challenge myself a little bit. Not that there's anything wrong with making cookies. Cookies are always a good time, specifically chocolate chip. Ooh, that crystal salt, delicious. All right. Ah, there we go. Got my towel back. All right. Boom. So look at that. This is not that hard. I highly recommend if you're looking for a good cookie recipe, do yourself the favor. Try this one. The last time I did it, I didn't even use. So this one's gonna be very different already because the last time I made this, my half and half, I normally keep 2 bottles, full bottles, because I never know when the urge to bake will hit. So I like having it on hand whenever. However, it's been a while since I baked, and the one that I had on hand were bad. They were out of date, so I couldn't use them, or I didn't feel comfortable using them. So I sent Cam. By sent, I mean I had a meltdown. Cam was genuinely amazing and went and got me a new one from a little bodega, and that one was solid. He came back, it wasn't even cottage cheese because it wasn't loose at all. It was a solid block of heavy cream. So yeah, that sucked, and then I just ended up using oat milk. It still tasted delicious, don't get me wrong. there's certain things you can definitely that won't make or break. It's not gonna you're not gonna not have a cookie if you don't use heavy cream or half and half, like or oat milk or almond milk, whatever. But I'm very excited to use what's recommended and see how it changes things. What tastes different about it now? Gotta pull some out of there. Killer games. Got my first game at nice. Making a. Oh wait. Hold on. What? Oh, I'm making cookies. Wait. What happened? Your opponent threw the game, making a report. Oh. Oh, Marcus. What's up, man? So you're playing in the tournament tonight. Nice. So you're saying you won, or are you saying that one of your opponents gave up and gave somebody else the win? Because one of those I'm like okay with. The other one's a little, miserable. Looks delicious. Yeah, dude. It's a great recipe from the Claire Saffitz Cookbook Dessert Person. This dough is freaking pillowy, dude. It is next level. All I want to do is eat each one of these balls right now. I don't want to bake. I don't want to wait. I kind of just want to eat them now. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to be playing tomorrow in the tournament, so we'll see how I do. I won my first game the other day while I was on vacation. I played with Arachnid, and I managed to get a win. I bought the, what do you call it when you get all the, all of one commodity or whatever? It's not a monopoly. Is it a monopoly or is it a, I forget what it's called. I got that thing though, when you get all 5. And that's how I won. I took it from somebody who had 4. I'm pretty sure it was Arachnid. And I won the game. It was pretty awesome. Could you send me one? Hell yeah. Metropolis. Yeah. That's how I won. Ah! Well, we'll separate that in a minute. I think I can get one more cookie out of this bowl. Kind of don't want to, though. I kind of want to just eat a cookie's worth of dough. So, like I've been saying, this recipe is special in the fact, and it's not even special because you could probably do it with most cookie doughs. It's probably not like exclusive to this cookie dough. It's just the way that she recommends baking it. So these are going in the fridge up to 48 hours if you prefer. You can go as 30 minutes. You just really want to get them cold is the thing. The longer you leave them in, the better. But so I'm going to do a few batches. So I'm going to take a couple of these out at 30 minutes, bake them. And then probably do the rest tomorrow. You're just looking at it, dude. It's delicioso. Boom. And now we are going to do some surgery. Want to get these a little separate. All right. They can be close together because these aren't going in the oven. These are just going in the fridge. So they do not have to be, you don't really have to worry about them super touching. They're going in the fridge. You're going to make them really cold. You can take them out, bake, you could put them on a new piece of parchment paper, whatever. I normally put them in a freezer bag and put them in the freezer for when I'm ready to cook them. I'm definitely gonna lick this bowl. I'm not even freaking kidding you. It's delicious. All right, so we're gonna cover these bad boys with some plastic wrap. All right, Cameron, I want to make sure I don't break this. Remove strip to open. So I use press and seal. Highly recommend press and seal. I mean, there's something to be said about regular saran wrap because like it's big, you can, get different lengths or whatever. Press and seal is amazing because you press it and it's sealed. It's sticky. It's great and it's food safe. Like saran wrap, I can't tell you the amount of times that I've tried to use saran wrap. And it just doesn't work. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I'm surprised you know Cities and Nights. I thought you only knew Base and Seafarers. No. I played a bunch of Cities and Nights. I played a lot when it was in beta. I played with Oreo a lot. He invited me to a bunch of games. So it was a lot of fun. I had so much fun playing Cities and Nights. I had never played it before that. I had never played like the real game. But yeah, I learned most of my stuff through the Catan community. So if they're doing a tournament or something, guarantee I'm playing it. So we're just putting it in the fridge, make room. If you're me, just knock things over until it fits. That's my best way of telling you how to do it. All right, that one's going there. We're gonna seal this one up. So when you press and seal, magical stuff. You should watch Trichosaurus. He asked all professional City and Night players for opinions. Oh, awesome. I love Trichosaurus. I haven't actually talked to him in a while. We played a while back when I first started streaming. And he was a blast to play with. I really, really enjoyed playing with that guy. So I would be so down. Sometimes I see his videos on my recommended. But yeah, great guy. Honestly. So, that's it. They're going in the fridge. There's the empty bowl. It'll be even more empty in a minute once I cut the cameras. Dead ass. But while we're here, we're gonna do our outros. Let me go get these cool little shirts. I had mentioned this because I had gotten a request for one. Yeah, they can. It's a wireless mic. I'm wearing the lav mic. We got production value now, Cam, all right? This ain't no, you know, I'm just kidding. I made these special shirts for my birthday stream. The idea was to give them to people who came to the stream and help me play. It was great, it was fun. And I considered, because I had to buy a big bulk of them, we considered selling them. I feel weird asking people to buy a shirt from me when I didn't even plan to sell one, really. But if you're interested and you'd like one of the shirts, they're really cool. They're hand tie-dyed, and they have my logo on it. Let me know on Discord. I'm more than happy to send you one if you can help me cover the cost of that shipping. I'm not really even worried about the mailers, so I'll probably just buy a bunch of mailers all at once. But if you want one, just let me know. We'll work out whatever shipping is, and I'll get with you. But yeah, that's a cool thing. Another cool thing is I have a YouTube video out, me playing Portal based on Arachnid suggestion. I cut that down and put it on YouTube on my Mike Rocker 68 channel. There is now 2 channels. Fun fact. I'm looking at that camera when I should be looking at this camera. There's 2 channels now. Mike Rocker 68, Mike Rocker 68 VODs. VODs is going to be where I'm putting all my Twitch VODs. Once they're, you know, not cut, but once they're, the video is wrapped, they get uploaded to the Mike Rocker 68 VOD channel. And the Mike Rocker 68 channel is going to be where I either put cut Twitch videos together or YouTube exclusive content, which has not yet been created. I'm looking for ideas, things I want to do for that. But yeah, that's a cool thing to look out for. It's over there. I'm really proud of it. I had a lot of fun playing. And if you have any ideas for games, you can use those channel points, 10,000, suggest a game. No cost to you. If you have the points and you spend them on a game, I will buy the game and play it. Simple as that. So let me know what I should be playing. Other than that, like I said, I'll be on tomorrow for Cities and Nights. I'll probably show a cookie on stream then, so you guys can see the turnout. But I'll also be posting those final cookie shots on the Discord. So please join that Discord where you can communicate with me, chat with me, see the pictures that I post pictures of your own. It's a great place. I highly recommend it. A lot of fun. And yeah, I think that's really it. I'm going to be doing more of these. I'm going to show the book again so you guys can see. And if you are interested, you can go look. What were you saying, Kim? Oh, my bad. So the book I'm using is Dessert Person. Come on. By Claire Saffitz. She's an amazing, amazing chef. She has a lot of videos on YouTube. She's my inspiration when I bake. And I highly recommend you either get the cookbook, read the cookbook online somewhere, or just watch her videos on YouTube. Half of her cookbook is already uploaded. She makes step-by-step tutorials with the recipes in the description. It's great. This one's over there. So if you don't want to see my version and you want to see a professional's cut together version of it, go watch her video. It's amazing. And yeah, I'm probably going to work my way through this book. So I might be doing more of these IRL baking streams. So be on the lookout. There's cakes, loaves, pies, tarts, cookies, fancy desserts, breakfast and brunch breads and savory baking, all sorts of stuff. So I'll probably be doing a poll some point in the Discord with a few things that I'm thinking about making to see what people would like to see first. So yeah, keep an eye out. Otherwise, Oreo, thank you for the 4 months, dude. I appreciate it. What a guy. Living out only 3 people, but you make it so lively. I try. Yeah, Oreo, you missed it, but the VOD will be up in a minute once I wrap the stream, sadly. But like I was just saying, I don't think this is going to be it. I'm going to try to do more of these. I can't say what frequency, but I will say I will try to put them on a schedule when I decide I want to do these, when I get the fits of inspiration. So be on the lookout for more baking streams. Now that I have my setup, because I'm kind of just taking from what I did for my birthday where I had a wireless setup, and I don't have to use an iPad to stream out here. I can use my computer and just have wireless cameras or mics. It's great. So expect more of these baking streams. Expect me breaking this iPad. And yeah. Oh, want to become famous. Cam, will you do me a favor and ban both of those? All 3 of them? Wow. Oh my God. People just really, really want to give me followers. It's been really nice. But yeah, Oreo, since you're here, I might as well show you what we did. Here's the cookies. It's a special chocolate chip cookie recipe. I will be posting the pictures in the Discord later today and probably tomorrow because I'm going to be doing 2 separate batches. So right now, this recipe is special because it is chilled. It is a recipe that you have to chill. Well, not you have to. Like I said before, you can do this with any cookie dough. Supposedly, it's better for the crystal structure or the sugars. I don't know. It's baking science. Whatever Claire Saffitz says, I do. And she says to chill these for up to 48 hours. And then once you've done that, you can freeze them and make them whenever you want. It's great. So we're doing that, and I will be posting those pictures later to Discord. So I think I've covered all of my spiel. Did I miss anything, Cam? Is there anything I should be plugging that I'm forgetting? You can follow my Twitter if you want. If there's not really anything on there yet that's not on the Discord. I highly prefer Discord just because it's easier to communicate with everybody on there, but I know that there's a value to Twitter, so if you feel like going over there and following, do that. It's great. And yeah, I'm going to be licking this bowl for the next 10 minutes, and then come 10:15 over here, I will be tossing some cookies in the oven. So that's going to be my night. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be, like I said, on for the Catan Community qualifiers. So I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Take it easy. Later. Rate this guy. Hello, this is me again. If you're still there, I'm gonna be rating this guy Matt Walden AC. I don't know if you're gonna like him. I really liked him. He does loop music. Basically, he performs a bunch of sounds, puts them on a loop machine, and then performs music. And he has a song list from the audience. So it's getting late, and I thought maybe you guys would want some cool music. I think he's great. He's big, so he doesn't need my help, but I thought I'd introduce y'all. So if you want to, stick around. I'm gonna be listening to him while I clean up the kitchen. So have a good night, y'all.